Hey guys, I hope you're having a great day so far. Once again today we're going to work on the metric system. So we're going to narrow it down a different path today, and we are going to focus on volume with the metric system. And we're going to be using milliliters and liters today. So when thinking about milliliters and liters, I like to think of a 2-liter pop. So if sometimes maybe you get pizza and you get a big 2-liter a pop, and if you look at the bottom on the label, it's going to say 2 liters, and that is measured with the metric system called liters. So today we're going to convert between milliliters and liters. Maybe you remember back in a science lesson, we talked about some volume. And whenever you're talking about volume, you're going to be measuring with those liters or milliliters. So let's get started with the lesson. Also, when you're measuring, you'll usually use a graduated cylinder. So it's a nice, thin, skinny cylinder. Maybe you guys can Google that so you know what it is. So you have 1,000 milliliters is equal to 1 liter. Now on bottles, you're not going to see milliliter always spelled out. You're just going to see ML standing for milliliter, and then you'll see the L for liter. Okay, so let's get started. We have 4 liters, and I want to know how many milliliters this is. So I've given you an equation. So when you have an equation, if you can plug in the information, you're going to get your answer like this. So what I've done for you, I've given you the liter, 4 liters. So here's the liter, and I'm going to plug 4 in here, and then I'm going to multiply it by 1,000, and I'll get my milliliters. So I want to do the work below. Just plugging it into that equation, I have 4, and I'm going to multiply it by 1,000, which is equal to 4,000. And I can't forget to label or put my commas in. So I have 4,000 milliliters is equal to 4 liters. So let's try the next one. I'm just going to take the 9 liters, plug it in right to my equation here. 9 times 1,000 is equal to how many milliliters? Well, if I take 9 times 1, I add my 3 zeros, I would have a total of 9,000 milliliters, just like so. Okay, now we have to flip reverse, right, and go from the milliliters to liters, which I always think it's a little harder to divide than multiply, but I always say if you can multiply, you can definitely divide. So now we're given 5,000 milliliters is equal to how many liters? And I have our equation here, which is milliliters divided by 1,000 is equal to your liters. These equations are so important to get used to because the higher you get in grade school and then in junior high and high school, the more equations you're going to have to use. And it's just plugging in those numbers to the equations. So let's give it a try. I see my milliliters for the first one is 5,000, and then I'm going to divide by 1,000, and then I'll have my answers of liters. So let's give it a try. I have, okay, my milliliters is 5,000. I'm going to divide by 1,000, and then I'm going to get my answer. So thanks to the place value chart, I can eliminate when I divide. So I have 5,000 and 1,000. I can eliminate 0 to 0, and then I'm down to 5 divided by 1, which is 5. So my answer would be 5 liters. Okay, on to the next one. I have 8,000 milliliters is equal to how many liters? I see my equation. I'm going to plug her in. So I have 8,000, and I'm going to divide by 1,000. And then I'm going to get my answer. So if I have a 0 and the divisor dividend, I'm going to eliminate, 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 and then I'm down to 8,000, 8 divided by 1. And hopefully you remember this trick. We did a lot on the woos and in other parts of math class this year. 8 divided by 1 is 8. And then now I have my answer of 8 liters, okay? Here's gonna be your work for today. There's 10 different problems. Make sure you pause the screen and write these down. And here we go. I'll give it a second. If you need me to send you this another way, just let me know. I can send that to you. Sometimes it's hard to read off a screen. Let me know if you need any help with anything today. Of course, you can leave a comment or message me. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow during our Google Meets. So I will see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.